Hello friends. Today we'll study about the nuclear power plant. So basically, nuclear power plant is nothing but where we use two atoms or radioactive atoms fuse in each other to make or to release the energy. That means these radioactive atoms mix with each other and release the energy and produces the next atom. So by fusion of the elements, the energy is generated, and that is used for the energy generation in the nuclear power plant. So basic elements of the nuclear power plants are nuclear reactor, coolant and coolant pump, heat exchanger, steam turbine, and generator. So conventional steam power plant is attached to the nuclear system where reactor is used for the generation of the energy, that is called as a nuclear reactor. Or it can be, you can compare this with a furnace of the boiler in conventional power. The energy that is generated from this reactor is supplied by with a coolant in a heat exchanger, that where he exchange the heat with next coolant or next fluid which is carried away in the steam power plant, or that may be that is generally the water, light water, we can say light water. So it convert that coolant which carries the heat, it convert the light water into the steam, and after that the power generation is happen in the conventional power plant. So basically we know that the nuclear power plant is used as a base plant, because peak plants we required fluctuation and variation, quick response to the variation systems. But as nuclear plant is cannot respond quickly to the variable role requirement, therefore it is always used as a base plant. Now we will see the main components of this, where the reactor consisting of the thermal shielding, reactor concentrating shield. We will see the reactor, how the reactor looks like. First of all, this figure is a general figure for the nuclear power plant. So main component of the nuclear reactor and their functions. It can be, you can see that figure for the nuclear reactor, especially nuclear reactor, is like this, where coolant is coming from the bottom direction and going out from the middle one. It is deep, where the fuel rods and control rods are deep in a particular vessel, which is consist of a moderator. It is covered with a reactor vessel, which is all happening in the reactor vessel, and it is covered by the reactor or concrete shield for the shielding purposes, so that the radiations generating in the reactor could not get out or could not harm the outer operators. So basically moderator does that. Moderator is to reduce the energy flow of neutrons which is generated due to the fission. Here is a main important thing is neutron. So flow of neutron and kinetic energy of neutrons is controlled by the moderator. Therefore the moderator is provided in the into the reactor vessel. Reactor vessel is a content where the reactions are take place with the help of control rods and fuel rods. Here also there is a refractors. Reflector also replies to the neutrons, which prevents the escaping of the neutrons from the shell, which is this is a shell. So the refractor is nothing but which prevent the neutrons from escaping out of this shell. That means it contains the neutron within the system. So the concrete shielding is for the shielding purpose for the radiation, so that the radiations which are generating from this reactor for fission is cannot go outside the this vessel. So the main component parts are these only: control rods, fuel rods, moderator, reactor vessel, and the coolant. So the coolant which is gaining the energy from this due to this reactor and due to the fusion of the uranium, you can say natural uranium. If we use the natural uranium, moderator is required, but if we use the rich uranium, that is a rich uranium which is unstable. So there is no need of the moderator. This is a basic moderators are required. Moderator maybe your graphite, maybe your beryllium, maybe your D2O. D2O is the heavy water. Maybe it may be your H2O, that is a light water. Here we D2 and H2 are the light and heavy waters respectively. Coolant may be your graphite also, and heavy water also. But in the second conventional power plant, where the heat exchange beside the heat exchanger, I mean the from left side of the heat exchanger, that is water is used as a carrier material, or we can say this carries the, or water is converted into steam by exchanging the heat from the coolant, and then it is supplied to the steam, where steam turbines are utilized here, where power generate this steam turbine, that is a heat energy, is converted into the mechanical work energy with the help of this steam turbine, and that connected to the generator where the electricity is generated. And later on the this steam which is expanded in the turbine, after that it gone through the condenser, where it lose the energy or weight by circulating coolant or cooling water circulation, and after that it is converted into the water. That is a phase change phenomenon occur in the condenser. After that converting water, and water after picking up the with the help of pump, it is again supplied into the circle. So it is a closed cycle diagram. Middle one is a heat exchanger, which used for exchanging heat of the first one from the coolant to the water. So this is your basic elements of nuclear power plant, or basic working of the nuclear power plant. Thank you.